Hey everybody, one of the biggest problems with gardening and raised beds is filling them up. It's very expensive. A container like this could easily cost $100, $125, even $150 to fill up if you just put in bags of soil from like Lowe's or Home Depot. So today we're going to show you how we do it for less than $15. And it couldn't be any simpler with stuff that you probably already have laying around for free. All right, so inside this bed, it's just a galvanized cattle trough from Tractor Supply. So we drilled some holes in it for drainage. I don't know if you can see them very well or not. Logan's looking for them right now.
I can barely see them.
Well, they're there, I promise. So that's what we're starting with. So as you can see, this is the fourth one. We've got 1, 2, and 3 already filled up. So now we're going to show you how we did it with this fourth one.
So how we did this, we got a bunch of dirt over there. So how did we do it? How did we do it?
So the first thing that we did, in these is we put a little bit of stone in there just to help with the drainage. But we ran out of stone, so we're not going to use it in this one, but it's not a big deal. So what's the first thing we're going to put in here, Logan?
Leaves.
Leaves, that's right. As you can see behind us, let me show you here. We have a surplus of leaves. So because of that surplus of leaves, what we're going to do is we're going to fill this all the way to the top with leaves. Then we're going to take sticks, just random yard waste sticks, stuff that you're going to pick up anyway. You got to find something to do with it. Well, this is what you can do with it. You can put it in here, and those sticks are going to help push the leaves down. Once we get done with that, we'll explain the rest. So Logan's just going to get a bunch of handfuls of leaves, and we're going to throw them in there.
Remember when I tried doing this with a shovel?
Yeah, he tried it with a shovel earlier. That didn't work out that good.
Seriously, that I'll go grab one.
All right, he thinks this is a good idea. Watch how silly this is. Look, he got about 4 leaves in there. That's going to take all week, so I'm going to jump in and help him.
Why are they so wet?
All right, he abandoned the shovel finally.
Yeah, fine.
This is all we're doing is grabbing bunches of leaves right with our hands, and we're throwing them in here till it's full.
And if you have like one tree, you should be able to do this. It's not an evergreen. How much are we filling it?
To the top.
Why are they so wet?
Because it's wet.
Oh yeah, Captain Obvious is back.
All right, we got it filled up. See, it's pretty much to the top. Logan's taking a Mountain Dew break.
Oh, and Tic Tacs.
We've collected some sticks that have fallen in the yard, and that's right on top of that. So here we go. Put them all in one direction.
Huh?
Put them all in one direction. I'll show you what I mean. Put them all facing this way. This one's a little too long.
Snap them. That's what I saw you snapping earlier. Just a little bit too long.
That shouldn't be. Put it in the middle. A little bit, huh? Just got it. There you go. All right, so that took about 2 minutes. We got enough sticks in there now. Let's press them leaves all the way down. It's going to give us a good base. Logan's back to the Tic Tacs and the Mountain Dew.
And chips.
Oh, I can't forget about the chips. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add some dirt and then shake it around to fill in the gaps, and I'll show you how we do that. So for the dirt, you can easily use any kind of fill dirt that you have laying around. And trust me, we have plenty of it from all the projects around here. But what we also have is the bags that we grew vegetables in last year that I kept the dirt in on purpose to fill these beds up this year. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take them and dump them in.
Okay.
Just like that. Go ahead and dump it in. Not out, in. You're still dumping it out. Dump it in. All right. That's a little wobbly.
Remember, don't dump it out, dump it in.
All right, so that's going to serve two purposes for us. One, that's going to help us get rid of some of last year's soil, which we would have to amend this year in order to make it good, viable soil again. Or we can just put it in here and fill in these gaps and it'll work just fine. Once the wood and the leaves break down, it'll give the soil all the nutrients it ever needs, and this will be a flourishing bed before you know it. So every couple times we put one in there, give it a good shake. That's going to help the soil settle down into the cracks in the sticks. That way you're not left with as many holes and pitfalls as you would otherwise if you just put them on top. And as it settled, it would create holes. So we're going to go ahead and avoid that the best we can by doing it that way. So we're going to get this filled up, and then see you back in a minute. All right, next thing we're going to do, we're going to give it a good soaking. That way it'll take care of any gaps, voids that we missed with shaking it. You'll see as I'm doing this, some of the soil is settling down into the last couple cracks. All right, that's pretty good. Oh,
What happened?
we got an acorn in there. I don't want to grow an oak tree. Let's get rid of that. All right, so again, what we did is we filled it to the top with leaves. We mashed it all down with sticks. We had it all facing the same direction. That way it would just be easier to fill in the cracks. Then we put soil on top of it. Like I said, it can be fill dirt. It can be last year's garden soil. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you have on hand that's free, use that.
It could be soil that's just, I don't know, in a tree or something.
Soil in a tree, just in case you got one of them dirt trees.
Just pick it right out of the tree. Pick it right out of the tree and put it in here.
So our top layer, we're going to use some bags of soil raised bed mix that we bought. They were less than $10, and we're going to use 2 of them. So we're going to have $15 to $20 in this, and that is it. Where if we didn't do it this way, we would have had easily $100 in this, easily. We'll go ahead and get that put on here and show you the finished product.
You want me to do the thing?
Just trying to smooth it around. Now we're going to pat it down a little bit. That got heavy.
Oh, please say we'll keep that in the video. Please say we'll keep that in the video.
Then we're going to give it one last good soak. And that is how we filled up these garden beds virtually for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anybody can do this. Just walk around your yard and pick up the things that you were going to get rid of anyway. You fill up your garden beds, save a lot of space, and all that material in there is going to break down and it's going to compost, and you're going to just enrich the soil of the entire bed. by doing it that way.
Yes. And the shovel is going to make it very useful. But, oh, Crickle.
We didn't use a shovel a single moment on this bid, but
Well, yeah, because we made things.
he likes to shovel. All right, we'll see you back in these bids when we fill them up. Till then, watch the rest of our videos on Lojo Outdoors. We're cool, I promise.
I promise.